There's
Have they
another
announced-
assist trophy that was a thing. Sonic was an assist trophy, I think. Was he?
You mean Shadow?
No.
No,
Shadow
it
was.
Shadow. Wait, there's an assist.
Have they announced
I thought I read it.
Mewtwo? Mewtwo's in it, isn't he?
Yeah, no. Mewtwo is.
Yeah, if they haven't announced him yet, I guess.
Oh, that's right. It was. Okay, there we go. Mewtwo was an assist trophy, I think, in Brawl, but then they brought him back into Smash 4 as a character. So I'm like, it's possible.
I mean, I was asking about it because of Melee, to be fair.
Oh, that's true.
So he was there beforehand.
Yeah, that was the evidence that other people brought up. They're like, he was in Melee already, so it's not really the same thing for Waluigi.
I mean, I can see him bringing another Pokemon in, but it's probably going to be like their Switch Pokemon starters.
I just think it's so crazy how they would incorporate so many main characters in the Mario Brothers and not incorporate Luigi.
I don't find it weird at all.
But they would incorporate a fucking piranha plant before they did him. I think the Chomp Chomp might be next before Waluigi makes his actual spotlight.
I'd be hyped. I'd be happy
I would play a Chomp Chomp.
I'd be in for that just for the memes.
Yeah, because it's meme fuckery. And people are like, no, that's not serious enough. But hey, you added fucking Isabelle and Villager, dude. You already dug your grave.
What's a raccoon in Animal Crossing called? Something Pete?
I don't know. I didn't play a lot of Animal Crossing.
I haven't played either, but he's another character. I feel like he's gonna be one of them.
He might.
My hope is Banjo-Kazooie. I think that's well deserved. And there's been a lot of weird, like, Microsoft and Nintendo playing nice with each other.
Yeah.
They had it.
collaboration.
No, they had a commercial talking about how Minecraft.
This meme is brutal.
But yeah, no, they were like showing how they had to survive together. They were basically poking fun at Sony.
Oh, Sony. Sony is like the conglomerate right now because PS4. But that's because they're doing well. I mean, it's not like they don't.
For a long time, their films were really bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
like honestly, like if it wasn't for like Venom this year, like I feel like they'd be in really bad shape. But apparently, Venom was like doing amazing in like China.
They also, they also sell hardware. Kind of hard to really think about that, but they do sell hardware.
I think their PlayStation, their PlayStation division is like probably their more profitable part because they do a ton of different things, like not just games and movies, but also like just TV hardware.
Initially, they did kind of just like start with TV and hardware, and then they expanded into film, and then I think they expanded into games. I don't know which one came first, the console or
Sorry, who are we talking about?
Sony.
And you're wondering if they were in hardware first.
Oh no, we're talking about their TV and games division. Which one came before the other?
When they were separate, they weren't the same as they are now, so that's kind of a loaded question.
I think that it's
Because
probably more complicated.
they were making TVs long before they made any software.
No, yeah, they were like exclusive electronics and like hardware.
Exactly. So I mean, it depends on how you're asking.
We're talking about like their film division, like the fact they have films under the Sony brand. They were
Sony Pictures.
yeah, that's what we meant by TV or film.
That's no. TV is very different from from film for them.
But like because I know they bought Columbia Pictures at some point, and then PlayStation was a thing. We're just wondering which one was before the other.
So Sony Pictures came about in 1987,
Oh damn. Okay.
or rather, that was when they were Columbia Pictures Entertainment, and then they officially became Sony Pictures Entertainment in 1991.
Wow. They're pretty old. Huh.
Seems like
And just for reference, their first game was launched in 1990.
right, 90.
94, yeah. So about a decade later.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Because with no context, it doesn't help to say when the film started.
Right.
Yeah, their first, I think their first game was like some driving game that only released in Japan, maybe? All I remember for sure is that it was 1994.
Well, they were also in bed with Nintendo for a while. They were making that expansion to the 64.
That was a complicated relationship.
Yeah, it didn't work. But it kind of didn't result in the PlayStation for the most part.
Okay, so sort of. They poached a lot of developers. But it was more, I think they were involved in the GameCube development after the 64, and then they took some of that know-how into the PlayStation.
Oh, wow. Oh. So it's even deeper. That's interesting.
I mean, as someone who played most of my Nintendo games on my GameCube, which is a grand total of 2, I love that console. Even if I only played 3 games on it, period.
I still think the GameCube controller is one of the best. It just feels nice.
It aged the best, I think, out of all the controllers.
Microsoft's
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh my god. I remember Xbox, like the first Xbox. Their controller was flimsy. Like it was nice to hold, but it was flimsy as fuck.
I remember being 7 and not being able to hold it. It was just too big.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was flimsy but large.
Oh no. Oh yeah, you guys are talking about like first one. Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Let me pull it up. Xbox.
It's on the.
It was the one that was massive.
Controller.
I think they brought it back for like the Xbox One. Like it's an Xbox One controller.
They did. Okay.
I think that's cool.
This one is the one that I was talking about. Okay, wait. I can pull up the image. This was like their second rendition, and they nailed it. But that's after they learned from the first one, which is very.
I still like the fact they called it the Duke. Like it's this huge.
Yeah, that's the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this was immediately.
Oh wait, that's a
afterwards.
360.
This is the 360? No.
Yeah.
It was. This one is the 360, right? Fuck.
But I know what you're talking about.
This one.
It still has like the awkwardly placed black and white like buttons.
Yeah. But it's significantly smaller. Significantly smaller. Like they decided that little bottom region, that little crotch region, didn't have to be as thick as it needed to be. The bulge got noticeably smaller.
Its D-pad still bad.
Yeah, awful. I think the control sticks were extremely. That shit. If you get any sort of oil in it, then it's kind of fucked.
Any amount of grease is gonna show.
Yeah, the thing kind of sticks forever. But that was also before I knew how to degrease controllers.
I think that was before almost anyone knew how to degrease them.
Yeah.
It wasn't a problem.
Oh, what is that smell? Smoke.
It's called outside.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's everywhere right now. I literally looked out my window. I'm in Koreatown for reference. Northwest, and there's this huge layer of fog, like about halfway up to the hills, that is just opaque. You can't see anything through it.
My.
Also, Northern California, campfire, not great. I was looking at this. I was looking at the moon, and it was red.
A what?
Yeah,
what?
The earlier fires in the summer almost had half my family have to evacuate because they're up in like Redding, Mount Shasta area.
Oh, really? Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, actually, my uncle that lives on Mount Shasta, the fire was literally on the opposite side of the mountain.
But they're fine, right?
Yeah, they're all fine. They didn't even end up having to evacuate, but
That's good.
it was a thing. Actually, the bigger deal was my grandma, who had to evacuate from the dam flooding.
I didn't hear about this one.
So the dam almost broke, and one of the spill-off what are they called? Anyway, spill-off paths basically started branching because it lost its cohesion, and they had to work really hard to get it back into proper condition. But as a result, a lot of the Northern California Valley between Sacramento and the mountains was flooded.
Really? I didn't hear about this at all.
Actually, it's a pretty epic picture. Like, you can see the scale if it had broken.
I completely missed this. I was also not in California. It was 4 months of summer. That's crazy. It makes me think of the floods that happened in, like, Napa. There was one a few years ago where basically it was like this.
Yeah, so check out that link.
Ryan, what have you been working on in our sacred hours of podcast?
Making content for the podcast.
Pinterest.
It doesn't.
Yes.
It's not. That's not the beauty of the podcast, though. We need content.
This is an audio medium.
Exactly.
Yes.
The focus is audio.
Where is your soundboard?
That makes my voice go robotic, so I can't use that at the moment. Working on that.
I think next week we should play a game and talk about it and critique it while we're playing.
That's fun. Or I even like just like weird, dumb games too. Like I remember this one podcast I listened to. They have this thing called Pokemon or Real Life Animal. So they do is they read a fact and it's from a Pokemon or a real life animal, and people have to like guess.
That would be so hard.
Some of this shit's crazy.
I mean, it doesn't help that they like copy pasted so many animals.
But even like some of the facts are just very like bizarre. Like there's a snake, a real life snake, whose venom can cause a person to de-age to some extent, or go over puberty.
Yeah. It affects hormones and I think collagen.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the jellyfish whose non-lethal toxin gives an impending sense of doom to the point where people commit suicide or ask their doctors to kill them.
So it's an existential lethal experience.
Basically, yeah.
That's still terrifying. That's almost worse.
I'd rather just die, but maybe that's just me.
Yeah, each to their own.
That makes me think of what is it? They're talking about some interesting details in the Pokemons. Like in some detailed Pokemon, they hint at a way more darker universe that really exists. Like prey, actual Pokemon fighting and eating each other.
Yeah, because the basis of the game on slavery and slave fights wasn't already enough.
They just don't commit all the way. I mean, just go ahead, make it about animal torture.
They should have made a mature version of Pokemon where it's like an alternate universe. They explore the ramifications of enslaving an animal life form to fight each other. Maybe the animals band together and overthrow their masters. Maybe you could show like animals legitimately getting hurt and like mauled and destroyed, and some of them actually dying. Because I'm pretty sure some of the shit that they use is lethal as fuck. Like lightning, the most basic of Pikachu moves can probably kill someone.
Then there's also these weird like human type Pokemon, like Mr. Mime.
Yeah.
Which is like in the description, he's kind of human.
Okay.
But then they treat him, enslave him, and he's a Pokemon.
And he's basically a maid in the Ketchum household.
Is that what?
Yeah, no, in the he's always sweeping the floor. He always goes mime when he's sweeping the floor or he's cleaning, and he always has a fucking maid outfit / apron on.
Even I think the first Pokemon, I think Yellow, had people in the gym boxing against those the two fighting Pokemon. Yeah, because I remember they were like juxtaposing like Taekwondo, the dude fighting kick to kick, versus the dude punching the punching dude.
Yeah, they're they use Pokemon for their own selfish gains, and that
Well, I was
doesn't
gonna
sit
say,
right.
even like the main enemies, Team Rocket, their whole shtick was stealing people's Pokemon and experimenting on them.
See, I think the actual Team Rocket team, well, not the Jesse, James, and Meowth, they seem to treat their Pokemon a lot better than most other trainers.
Oh yeah,
Like,
Meowth
they let their
actually has like a
Pokemon-
say.
Yeah,
Meowth has rights.
yeah. I think it's because Meowth has his own say and he can speak in English. That's why he can advocate for the Pokemon that Team Rocket has, and that gives them a more human element to associate Pokemon with. So they return also treat their Pokemon a little better. I think they have a very personal bond. Like Jesse has a very personal bond with Ekans, and what's it called? James has a very personal bond with Weezing. They both treat him really well, and they both keep him out of their Pokeballs a lot. At least that's what I realized. This is
Did any of you guys see that Mewtwo Pokemon film?
Oh, right. That's what it was about.
Because that was dark as hell.
yeah, and I wish Pokemon would work more towards that kind of thing.
I mean, I don't care, but it was cool.
It was cool. It would actually make me watch Pokemon again.
Well, yeah, because Mewtwo was literally like, yeah, I was an experiment, so no one loves me, and I'm gonna kill all the humans. That was like his entire thing.
But the best part about that was that he wasn't wrong.
No, but it
Make-
was
make
once
that-
again a power of friendship ending.
I still get terrified of the look of Mewtwo in his like cage, or when he had like all that metal and armor on him.
Oh, when he was in the tube?
The little tube. Yes.
Yeah, that scared me as a kid. Like it just was so unsettling and not right.
Okay, top 3 unsettling moments as a kid. Bilbo when he sees the ring in Lord of the Rings.
Oh, that was bad. Go on.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I remember strictly as a child in the theaters and just not liking Lord of the Rings after that.
Got it. Keep
There
going.
was
Oh, cool. I was just about to post it.
Keep going.
There was this scene that I watched a long time ago in this black and white film. This amusement park was being assaulted by a variety of weird monsters. There's a guy who shoots. There's probably this old amusement game where a clown sits on a platform and then you shoot a target and then he falls into the water.
Ah, I know what you're getting at.
Yeah, they shot him into the water. He fell into the water. The water stayed very still for a very long time, and he comes
And
out
then?
screaming without an arm. And I think I watched that when I was 5, and I didn't go swimming for like a year after that.
Another moment. Yeah, that was creepy as hell. Another moment for me. Yeah. Another moment for me was reading the Mask Goosebumps book, where you wear a mask and it like takes over who you are. And this young kid puts on an old guy mask, and it makes him like an old monster. Yeah, that. It was terrifying to me.
Brad, you can ever find that footage?
I need a name.
So, wait, I have one for me. Do you guys know of Pee-wee's Big Adventure?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the scene where that truck driver lady picks up Pee-wee and then she has like the monster face?
Yes. Oh,
Hey.
I know what my third one is.
Got you.
Fucking Courage the Cowardly Dog. Everything about that show.
Oh, King Ramsay.
Like,
Return to Slab.
Okay.
that was so creepy.
Are you talking about things that are scary but aren't super scary, or could still be
Unsettling.
scary to this very day?
Creepy.
Just creepy in general.
So not necessarily like terror-inducing, or I'd mention like, Darth Vader or something, but things that were like creepy too.
Like in retrospect, they're not that bad for most of them.
Actually, you know what? I will say there's a couple Courage episodes that I would still call really fucking weird today.
And the puppet one? You know, the one where Eustace and Muriel become puppets?
Oh shit, that was it was like a fox or something?
Yeah, traveling puppet fox. And I think he was a puppet too.
Yeah, that was so creepy.
God, there's another one with the barber. This is the barber guy who like loves to like shave people, and he describes it as making him like feel naughty.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say, yeah, that. Yeah, a lot of Courage the Cowardly Dog is still fucked up.
I don't know how this got greenlit. The more I look at this show, I'm like, they just did not care.
Like, actually, though.
Yeah, I don't think it's even the concept. It's just progressively as it went down the line, it didn't get any less creepy. It just got a little worse and worse. Sometimes better, sometimes worse.
Oh wait, then there's this one. There's this clip here. I don't know what it's about. I've never seen it recently, and it just scared me. It's like, you're not perfect, and it's just like unsettling and weird.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, yeah. Oh, there was the cover of that book, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Oh wait, that was a great book.
Yeah, that had some great stories in it, but I remember the art being really freaky.
I think the art in general for that
Exactly!
was a really spooky one. Like, the stories were pretty spooky, but the art was really super spooky.
Yes, just like BChan Post.
It's the inspiration of creepypasta, I feel.
Oh yeah.
This is proto creepypasta.
Oh, one of my favorite, like, fandoms to discover was easily the SCPs.
Oh, I got into that like a month ago. It was great for Halloween. So many good stories.
That was such a good timing, dude.
Yeah, the stars lined up for me. SCP is such a fun universe.
Right? There's one that's my favorite, which is basically there's this like other world with these creepy like man-eating things in it, and the description in the SCP file is of the teams they sent into it, and it's my favorite because it's some kind of like mold also, not just people. It was really like inventive and freaky. I
mean, my favorite, I still think 173, the statue. That one,
excellent choice.
It's the first one I saw, and it still is just like the perfect description of what SCP is.
Yeah, it was based off the Weeping Angels from what's it called?
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who, yeah.
Oh,
Which
I kept just thinking, actually, if you don't mind, I'm just the doctor.
Now that you mention it, Weeping Angels are pretty freaky, and I was like 15.
I think that made me an actual Who fan, the Weeping Angel episode. But I thought, why can't they just alternate blinking? Like one eye, then in the other, and then you're fine. I mean, don't turn your head away from them.
You know, Doctor Who is not meant to be 100% logical. Oh, wait. There's something that really scared me. I was definitely not a kid when I watched it, but it was legitimately creepy, and it was Insidious. I think that was my first horror movie. Like, an adult-rated kind of I'll fuck you up kind of movie. And according to some people, it wasn't that scary, but I think jump scares really messed me up.
Oh, this one's great.
I haven't seen it yet, but I do hear good things of the Insidious franchise. But it might have gotten worse as it went along. I don't know if that's a common thought of.
Apparently, Haunting at Hill House is good.
I keep hearing about that too. For me, I'm weak towards any haunted doll thing. Like that stuff just is not. I don't like. That freaks me out still.
Goosebumps puppet books.
Yeah,
like, those are the quintessential creepy puppets for me.
For me, it was a Chucky doll. Like, that was the first one. But then again, they made a newer version of it, and it had some interesting continuity. Essentially, the kid that, like, Chucky was trying to kill and transfer his soul into grew up to be an adult who, like, hunted Chucky dolls. I'll find a clip. It's really great. So it's Andy as like a 30-year-old just torturing this Chucky doll. I don't know how the continuity changed, and like there could be multiple Chucky dolls at this point, but it's just a very like creepy and eerie moment. That's right. I think he shipped himself a Chucky doll that he put a gun inside.
Brian, why are you talking?
I'm just helping making content for our YouTube videos. Don't mind me.
He's playing the visual side of things.
This podcast is going to be a series of pictures.
Pictures and YouTube videos and links.
And audio.
I think,
Oh, yeah.
No, I think we can leave off that part.
Motherfucker.
yeah, we don't need the audio whatsoever. Let's just make it a slideshow. Put it on a PowerPoint and release the PowerPoint for the world to see.
Yeah, anyway, I'm exhausted, so I think I'm going to duck out.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good
Let's
night,
play StarCraft sometime.
dude. Let's play StarCraft. I'd be down to play StarCraft with people.
It is free.
diluted.
Oh, really? Well,
Like,
do you guys just want to play a game like now?
I don't have StarCraft at the moment.
Oh, okay. Download it because it's free.
Oh no, I have the expansions.
Oh, it's just not installed?
Yeah. Press.
Gotcha. Because, yeah, the two games I'll play almost any time are StarCraft and Dark Souls.
Are you still playing StarCraft consistently?
Yeah, I hop on for co-op.
How many gigs is this?
So we were planning a game originally between me, Brian, and versus Dom. Just because but you want to join us, Justin, just to make the odds even worse.
For Dom? I don't know. Yeah, we could try that. Maybe.
I think 3v1 will be fine. At some point, there's a certain numerical advantage.
I don't know. You clearly are putting a lot of faith in at least some of us.
I put faith in you to communicate at a bare minimum level, and if given enough time, build up an army.
I don't know what our communication would be. Like, I think we'd be struggling on a micro level rather than
Literally just telling each other, okay, attack now, or he's attacking me now, would be a huge help.
I guess.
I'm the resident StarCraft expert. I can say it makes a difference.
Micro is gonna be kind of fun though. That's like the whole reason why I was playing in StarCraft in the first place, because I liked playing micro stuff.
Yes,
I just like
crush.
pressing a lot of buttons. It makes me feel professional.
I don't know would I want to be Protoss for Blink Stalker, or would I want to be Zerg to crush you?
Like,
I think if you play Zerg, I'll probably not play StarCraft again. My soul will just be like, I can't handle this. There's too much negativity in the world.
Why? I'm the one playing Zerg. I'm the one that would have higher APM.
what are you a player of, Christian? What would you play?
Ah man, last time I played, I think it was Protoss, but that was like 2 years ago, 3.
Brian, what did you play?
I played Protoss.
Oh wow, double Protoss. I'm a Terran boy. I've been Terran since StarCraft 1.
I don't like PvP, so I'd go Zerg.
So the one StarCraft memory I have from the old days was it was a 4v1, me and my friends against one of our friends. The four of us barely ever touched the game, and my one friend played Terran, and he would just ghost nuke all of us. And he made the game last 3 hours. Like, he could have made it last an hour, but no, he made it last
come
3
on.
hours.
He gave you guys so much time.
We couldn't do shit, dude. So yeah, 4v1 is, that's saying something.
Yeah, I might be revising my opinion of 3v1.
Yeah.
If you couldn't win a 4v1 against him, then...
He wasn't even competitive. He was super casual, dude. Like...
then yeah.
I think the only one here that had
maybe
the
we need
chances.
3 in an AI.
No,
Yes.
I can be the AI as well.
Justin has to.
I just gotta get warmed up again.
I might play a game beforehand, just to know the buttons.
You
I
can
haven't
play a game
played-
where it's Brian and Christian versus me, and then we'll see how that turns out.
outside of customs, I haven't played versus a person in I think 2 years. Outside of custom games, I mean.
Me too.
So I'll just keep that record until I play against you guys. So I'll also have an extra handicap.
Okay.
Now we have to tie one of your hands behind your back. You at least
Funny you mention that because I literally grapple and submit people with one arm
Oh.
but can you
and my
stop
eyes
one
closed.
arm?
Okay,
What?
you can play StarCraft with your eyes closed.
No, I can grapple and submit people with chokes and arm lock with my eyes closed and one arm behind my back.
That's naughty.